Hi, I'm Brandy. This is Hound Dog Hollow. It's been some time, and this is pretty impromptu, so it's okay if you miss this. I'm just going to light an incense really quick because it feels like a nice time to do that. I just got done filming my unboxings for the month of July, and it is August 22nd, so the first day of Virgo season. Hi, Angela. Um, which means I'm super late. but um, it's been quite a bit of a hellacious term, guys, and I'm happy to have survived it. So basically, I did a term of grad school over the summer that involved not just uh, didactic or like classes where you take tests and you do reading and you do assignments, but also practicum, meaning I had to get a certain amount of hours to um, apply towards my license as nurse practitioner. So that was pretty stressful, a lot. And then of course, I'm a nurse in a pandemic, and it's wild. And I'm a mom, and so on and so forth. So, and I did have some health issues. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Had some health issues. Had some spiritual issues. Had some friend issues. Um, but I'm here. I'm better for it, and I'm so happy and excited to have a moment with you guys really quick. So, let's see. I filmed all of the July boxes, and so those will be coming up in the subsequent days. They were beautiful boxes. I'm so happy to get them, and looking forward to using the items within. And then I have a stack over here of August boxes that I'm going to be unboxing and uploading on my next day off, um, which hopefully will be Tuesday. And also some Kickstarters that I've ordered. So some decks, some different types of a different interesting oracle for sure. Um, a follow up on a Kickstarter I had purchased a while ago that I wasn't really happy with, but I'm just going to follow up because the rest of the items have come, and I just wanted to leave it on a little bit of a better note. I hate being really critical of people, especially people who are creating, because I know it takes a lot of energy and bravery to put your creations out there. So if I'm giving you criticism, you probably deserve it. And so some people really get upset and like just don't want to hear it and take it as a personal attack. And it just is what it is. I am not a super critical person, especially publicly. My husband will be like, who you kidding? But especially in our community, I feel like there's so much criticism. So I'm usually not publicly critical. And I want to circle back to that deck that I was really critical of. Also, um, oh, like, comment, and subscribe, please, because my sabbatical away from this channel has kind of like made it so that not very many people are getting my videos, which is a shame because I think I make nice content. But anyway, the quarterly witchy yard sale is coming up this weekend. It's going to be 3 different times over this upcoming weekend. So Saturday, August 28th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sunday, August 29th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And a last call on Monday, August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It takes me a while to process the orders especially when it takes you guys a while to pay, which is okay because we've got to straighten things out and make sure that what you have asked me for, what we've agreed upon, has all been straightened out. So I am trying to get people to help me facilitate that and get things moving, but it may take a few weeks to get your packages, which I'm trying. There's a lot to go over. Tons of jewelry, decor. I went through my crystals, so there should be crystals, there should be decor, there's going to be books, there's probably going to be some decks. There's a ton of stuff. I mean, I can give you a little peek over there at my monstrosity situation that I got going on here. It's a lot, but it's really nice stuff. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to try and get some items back on my webpage, my blog, and I'm going to make a commitment to try and post on there at least once a week because it's fairly easy and I really enjoy it. I enjoy writing. So the items that are going to be on my blog are things that come from my property or that I have created myself to differentiate them from a witchy yard sale. So the things on the witchy yard sale, I did not make these things. Most of them is just like, okay, I've gotten at least 3 subscription boxes every month for 2.5 years. And so I have more ritual oil than I will ever use in a lifetime. And so those kind of things, extra oils, extra candles, tons and tons and tons and tons of jewelry, books that I didn't really care for because there's this shelf goes all the way around. Then there's a stack here, and then there's a stack there, and a stack there, and a stack on the bed. Some books I'm keeping forever, and they are amazing. And I'll be doing reviews every Wednesday once I get caught up on all of the reviews, unboxings, and stuff. Some of them not so much. Same thing with the decks. Some decks are made for people. Every deck has its niche, and that's kind of why I want to circle back to the tarot deck that I didn't like. I want to circle back to it. Every deck has its niche for somebody or for some purpose. Some are great for spell work. Some are great for meditating. They're good for different people, and we're all different. And some of them don't fit with me, and so those are the ones that will be for sale. Herbs, I have a ton of duplicates, and also I've been growing a ton of herbs here at Hound Dog Hollow, and so since I grow my own lavender, I don't need the 48 packages of lavender that I've gotten in different subscription boxes because I personally believe things that I have gone through the process of growing and putting all of my intention and energy are more potent for me personally because they already have my love of my house and my love of my devotion, my attention, my work to grow them. So they are more powerful to me specifically, which is not to say, girl, if you're a part of the McCormick Coven and you go to the store and you buy some from the tea aisle, that will still work. It is all about you and this spirit in this item working in tandem to achieve your manifestation. Hi, Kim. Yes, some decks. So I really don't like love decks. I love animal decks. I love animal decks. I just bought a Kickstarter, an animal tarot, and it is beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. I'm so excited to get it. I've done a lot of Kickstarters. Oh my God. I can't wait to get my mystery tarot, which is a Gravity Falls tarot, which if you didn't like Gravity Falls, it would mean nothing to you. It would be hokey and dumb. But because I love Gravity Falls so deeply, I'm really excited for it. So yeah, herbs, jewelry, oils, candles, crystals, books, decks, decor. A lot of the items that didn't sell last time will be back up there, just because different people may see this and feel like, hey, I love that. I would like that. And, so that's going to be my work for the next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday morning is just Wow, my son is really excited over there. It's just organizing this situation. Um, Also, I have a witch cupboard in the closet that was full of items that I need to go through. My witch cupboard in my bedroom, my herb collection in my bedroom, the boxes that I keep under my ofrenda, which are full of decor. But I know he loves video games. They're playing video games. He's playing with daddy. Um, are gonna be up because let's face it, all those beautiful altar cloths. I'm like, oh my god, they're so pretty. I don't end up using them very often because number one, the candles, I wreck them. And number two, like I get set in my ways and I'm like in love with this one simple white cloth on my ofrenda. And that's basically the one that I use. And like I'll have a couple different ones that I'll use for various Sabbats, but I haven't really been doing the Sabbats this year. I'm really focusing on working the Esbats, and I have, and I'm actually got a full moon ritual that I'm gonna work tonight. So because I'm working on how I feel about the Sabbats, I'm working out how I feel about my practice. I'm working out how I feel about um, magic and spirit and destiny and all of these things. Deep work. It's been a year of deep work um, for me, and I feel like I have come out better for it. But I do believe that there's a step of integration where you have absorbed all of this information. I've taken tons of classes. I've read tons of books. I've done lots of work, and it's a certain point you're like, okay, and spirit's just like, bring it in, integrate what you've learned, let it sit, let it germinate in you. And yeah, so I can buy all the seeds in the world, but I have to tend the soil, I have to nurture it. So that's what's also been working. Somebody's barking. It's Chief. Hopefully, Daddy will come get him because he will not stop. He is very determined. There is a dog door that he can totally walk through, but he's belligerent. So there's that. What else did I want to tell you guys? Yes, the Witchy Yard Sale. The unboxings for July are coming up. I have another term that's starting on the 31st. So while I have the best of intentions to be on here regularly again, it may or may not happen just because of the 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 necessity of my time that my school requires in these last two terms is 420 hours of practicum alone. 400 400 yep, 420 hours of practicum alone, in addition to 7 credits of didactic. So a lot of work. Um, and also there's a surge in my area. And so it's been a lot of work. And I'm hopeful that my son will get to go to school in person. And I'm hopeful that we will make it through fire season without any incident. That's right, Kim. And some just don't sit with you well after a while. You're always learning and growing. And what I thought was cute when I was 14, what I thought was cute when I was 18, what I thought I cute when I was 25, what I thought I was cute when I was 32, it's different. I'm just getting into a space where I'm one of the best things that I've learned these last 6 months is that like I've always had this vision of myself as an elderly crone in the forest with plants and animals and magic and just like a matriarch and um which is still my goal, my life's goal. But Wicca never felt quite right. I always felt like a lot of this makes sense, but a lot of it is just like doesn't sound like magic I grew up with culturally, because we all grow up with magic. All of us, even if we don't recognize it, children are born magical. Society tends to crush it out of us, but a lot of cultures manage to keep it alive and well. um, in their own way, in their own lens. And I've done a lot of work around that. And I've really leaned into folk magic and I love it. And I still feel eclectic because I don't entirely do folk magic. Y'all know I love my stuff. And I still love astrology and divination and things like that, which is not to say that those are not folk magic. I'm not trying to exclude or anything. Um, but I found if I'm eclectic and I'm the spirit on a journey through life, trying to find the things that make sense to my spirit and help me um, harness as much of my spirit into this human husk and out of it and around it as possible, then this has just been a major tool in my toolbox. Lots of prayers to you. Oh, thank you, Angela. Yeah, I was in New Orleans, and New Orleans is wonderful, by the way. I cannot wait to go back. New Orleans itself is wonderful. I went to Hex Fest, and I have some feels about it, but I'm going to let that settle and write them an email first and see how things go before I really like, you know, um, express any of those thoughts and ideas publicly. Oh no, a third of the kids missed the first week. That's sad. I hope my son doesn't miss too much school. I hope he gets to go to school, but so far so good. I think that he's going to, which is great because children, I do believe children need school. And if your family doesn't do that, then that's your business. And of course, you do you, mama. No judgment here. But for my family, my kid needs school because we live rural and he's an only child and he really likes the social interaction. Um, Also, have you guys ever noticed that sometimes your kids listen to other people better than they listen to you? I don't know if it's just mine. He's a stubborn little mule. Um, so, oh yeah, I went on a vacation. So after school was finally done, I finally got my hours. I finally got everything turned in. Um, I went on vacation. I went to New Orleans for 3 days for Hex Fest, um, which I met a lot of wonderful people, which was great. That and the city and the food. Mm. Um, a lot of um, the shops were a mixed bag. Some of them were very commercialized and like I could tell they just didn't have like a vibe that I jived with. But there was a really, really, really good shop in New Orleans called Path to Awakenings or Path to New Awakenings, which is bomb. I recommend 100% if you can get a reading from Nisi. I've never gotten a reading before, and she was spot on and amazing, and just knew what was up right away. I didn't ask a question. She knew the answer. It was great. And then I flew back from New Orleans, which there was a big delay in Denver. Flew back from New Orleans, got in a car with my husband and son, drove 6 hours to Washington. Hi, Liberius. I'm glad you made it too, hun. Um, drove to Seattle, said hi to our friends really quickly, and then promptly flew from Seattle to Alaska. And we spent a few days in Alaska, which was nice. Of course, we were tired. That first 24 hours was brutal. Um, and thank you, dear. I was saying I'm going to try my best this next week, but I do start school again on the 31st. And we are surging with the pandemic here. So hopefully I will be able to make a semi regular presence because I miss you guys and because my algorithm is shit. Because I haven't been making consistent content, but we shall see. Um, Alaska was wonderful. We saw lots of things. It was just wonderful. I love Alaska. I've been several times before, and so we've chose that specifically so that we could um, have a good time together. And then we visited our friends and family in Washington, which is always so bittersweet because it's so nice and we love them and we miss them. And then I'm always unhappy when I come home. Not unhappy. I love Hound Dog Hollow. If I could pick Hound Dog Hollow up and move it, I would. I would in a heartbeat. Hound Dog Hollow is my heart. We put a lot of our love and spirit into it, and the house has spirit too, and it's just really nice. So there is a delicious, pure joy of sleeping in your own bed after being away from it. Mm, nothing like that joy. On the same token, driving into your hot, drought, smoky, fire surrounded town. Don't sit right. I'm getting too old for this shit. So there's stuff in the works. Um, uh, still in the infancy, but I'll let you guys know when things are more when there's more to share. There's nothing to share yet. I'm just trekking it out. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, no matter what you feel about the situation. It never hurts to drink plenty of water, to eat good food, to get sufficient rest, to wash your hands. Those are all good things for all humans, basically every day of your life. Um, I did get to go to some lectures in HexFest by two wonderful crones. The first being Priestess Miriam, who is just a treasure, and she just poured wisdom out of her heart and into mine and into ours. Everybody, I talked to lots of people after the lecture, and everybody felt the same way, like she was talking just to you. So that was really good. She just poured beautiful wisdom into me, and I'm really grateful. And the other one was Byron Ballard, who also just had a really earthy, experienced wisdom that was wonderful. And it was really fulfilling to hear from these women, these older women, these wise women. And I hope someday to be that for somebody. I think we all have some hopes around what our legacy is going to be. And of course, it was my solar return. It was my birthday, Wednesday, August 11th. And so I've been thinking about it a lot. What am I doing with myself? What do I have to give? What are my goals? What do I want to do? What's going to make me happy? Am I happy? Yes, but it can always be better. I'm the kind of person that's always striving for more. So that's a lot of integration that I'm going to have to be doing. I've been called by my guides and to just like, okay, you spent your time learning from others. You know a lot. And that's one thing that it definitely drove home. It's just like, I I know a lot. I have good experience. Imposter syndrome is just that. It means nothing. Sometimes you just have to tell that negative voice in your head to shut up. So that was really good for me. And just integrating and just trying my best to navigate a really turbulent world. And I know you guys are all trying the same. So I would still like to make space for us to connect here because I missed it. And because I think it's really important. Because there is a lot in the spiritual community that's very aggressive and not helpful at all. And a lot of people who are very sanctimonious and can't for the life of them see anybody else's point of view. It's kind of gross. I find that not a lot, but there is a certain sect of people who have a spiritual awakening and then they get just really sanctimonious and self-righteous about every damn thing. And it's gross. So if I ever start doing that, guys, call me out because you guys have been with me for years at this point, and that's not my intention at all. I would like for this to be a welcoming space. Oh my god, look at that silver hand. Heading towards Crondom right now. Anyway, I'm rambling. And my husband and son are just wilding out. And it's almost bedtime, but I think they've both forgotten. So I am, well, unless anybody has any questions, um, I'm just going to leave you with a couple things. Number one, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's a little bit of a desert here because I haven't been making content, and it does help me get out there. That's right, Kim. Exactly right. Exactly, Liberius. It's so exhausting. It's like, I guess, there's wonderful, glowing, warm light, and then there's like interrogation lights in your face. And some of those light workers are definitely that, not comforting light at all, not even helpful, not even guiding because you can't see with the light in your face. But I digress as well. So like, comment, and subscribe. Videos are coming. I filmed all of my unboxings for July, which you guys probably already know, but if you want to hear what I thought about it'll be there. Hopefully to film this August pile in on Tuesday, and then hopefully to catch up on some books and some decks that I need to review and some Kickstarters that I need to review here as well. But I mean, I'm only one person, so I'll try to get some content up here. Oh, and the Witchy virtual yard sale is going to be Saturday, August 28th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sunday, August 29th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Monday. Monday, August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the last call. I'm not taking anything else after that. It's too much. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Liberius. Thank you, Angela. Thank you guys so much for your attention. I briefly went over in the beginning of this live the things that I'm going to try to have. There's going to be a couple books. There's going to be a few decks, probably some candles, definitely oils, and probably some sprays because I just cannot work through them fast enough. Definitely herbs, crystals, tons and tons and tons of jewelry, decor, a lot of the stuff that was in the last sale that the last time that didn't sell, some altar items that I've had locked away in my bedroom and under my altars that I haven't used in years, so it's time for them to find a new home. Probably some artwork, probably some journals. I'm not sure though. I say that, but then like I hoard those damn journals like it's going out of style, friends. I hoard them. Oh my god. I got a problem. In my defense, this is my 12th ones of these. Oh, Sachi. So I found that the Facebook was actually really, really easy for me because I could post um things and just leave them up there and people could do them. But I found that people how like I will talk more about how it's going to go. I'm going to take pictures of everything that I intend to sell, so that way it's better for me, just so I can keep things straight. I'm going to take pictures of everything. I'm going to try to help out the people who actually come to my lives by talking about the items on the lives, giving you guys a chance to claim them first, and then posting the items that I talked about on the live on Facebook shortly thereafter, so that way people get a chance to do that. If you have feedback, I'm totally open for it. I felt like last time people it worked out really well for people to do the Facebook album, because then it was just like, okay, sold, and then whoever had written it first, it was really easy for me to say, okay, this is for you. Are you going to do it? Yes, and then I would take the picture off. I don't want to do it on my web page because I'm trying to save my web page for things that I personally create or things that grow here, and that's coming to primarily feathers, pine cones, some herbs from my garden and from my area, and animal parts. So I've got a lot of bones. I've got a lot of birds. I'm going to be processing the roosters, so they should be ready by the December sale. Um, Meaning that I cure them in salt, and so it dries them out, and then you can use them for your ritual purposes. Of course, they have a wonderful, happy life, and they only suffer that last like 3 seconds before they pass, and I eat them. So this is really just using every single part because I absolutely hate wasting anything. Um, Life is earned, and you shouldn't waste if you can try. And we all waste all the time, so don't think that I'm being sanctimonious. Um, but everything that you do that's a conscious effort to not waste, especially things that were once living, it's really, really important. And so I'm never going to talk shit about you if you have plastic stuff, or if you buy a whole bunch of stuff, or if you eat off paper plates, whatever. If you start, I don't give a fuck. That's your business. I'm not here to judge you. What I would encourage you to do is try your very best to use what you buy. And if you can, grow some things. For me, I tried very hard to grow a garden, and some things came up and some things didn't make it. And as for my animals, every fall, I cull a lot of my flock, um, because it costs a lot of money to keep them over the winter. And also, the ones that are older or sicker, they don't usually make it. Um, through the winter anyway. They're easy prey for things that try to eat them. And despite my husband's best efforts, things do still get into our pen and hurt them. So culling is just to, it's traditional. Number one, people eat animals in our history. And number two, just to make sure that I have plenty of time and energy and money to keep everybody else alive as well. But yes, there will be rooster meat, which has the big old spurs, so they're excellent for especially protective work. Um, and that will be available. I also have some turkey legs, which are enormous. That's not going to be in this live though. That's going to be in December. I've got to process them, and they take several months to cure. I did have chicken feet that I was going to sell at this yard sale, and my dog found the box and ate them all. And to add insult to injury, because they were obviously in salt, which is how I preserved them, it made him so fucking sick. He was throwing up for like a day and a half. So not only did you eat my irreplaceable chicken feet, like literally and I hatched them and I raised them their whole lives. They've lived every moment of their lives here on Hound Dog Hollow. They ate the feeds that I was preserving, and then it made my stupid dog sick. So I had to take care of them, even though I was really, really mad at them. But anyway, I'm getting way off topic. Okay. On the live, I'm going to give you guys the first chance to do the items, and then I'm going to roll out the items probably as much as I can get through on Saturday, as much as I can get through on Sunday. Monday's going to be a last call. I'll let it go for a few hours after the thing so that people can browse. You're going to have to follow my Facebook page. But I mean, I have a person who didn't follow my Facebook page and they just contacted me on Instagram, which also works. And I have an email, so you can do any of them. If you're in the live and you're like, I'm going to claim that, but I'm not on social media, then then I will write your name down, and send me an email and we'll work that out. Okay. I am probably going to check on my boys, get my little one to brush his teeth and go to bed. Brush his teeth, read a story, go pee pee, get tucked in, go to bed. And then, I'm tired. I might do the ritual tonight. I might do it tomorrow. Because you got a little window of when you could do your Espit work. And I'm tired. I've got back from vacation. I went to work. I had a day off. I went to work for my normal shift, which is 3 solid days of 11-hour shifts. Today was my day off, and then I go back to work. And then hopefully I'll have Tuesday and Wednesday off to try and get this in line for the yard sale. Then I'll work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I will have it. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking by me. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to have the best experience with the Witchy Yard Sale, I do recommend that you follow my social media. Specifically, though, the Facebook. I have a Facebook page called Hound Dog Hollow, and inside the Facebook page is a private group. And that is where the album will be with the items. I think they're good quality items, and I have been to a lot of witchcraft shops lately because that's my thing when I travel. Is I try to go to as many as I can, and I feel like my stuff is bomb biggity. I have a collection that I want to open my own shop, but I need money, and I'm not making it right now because I'm working part time so that I can do my practicums for free. Yeah. So if you don't know, your nurses and your doctors and your healthcare practitioners do hundreds of hours of work, practice for free. Oh, not even for free. I'm paying for it. It cost me a lot of money. It's $1,000. It's $1,060 a credit. So bracket we got going here. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. It's a full moon, so there's tons and tons of emotional energy. Hydrate, rest, eat well, dream. And I love you so much, and I'll see you soon.